into the tense atmosphere of top international sports competition. Over to New York and reporter Les Nuremberg.
You know, I've been working out for 7 years for this night, so...
We're going to take each match as it comes. We're not looking ahead at all. We take all our competition very seriously, and we're just going to take it one game at a time.
As a French-Canadian pro, how do you feel about the Americans? I mean, he's my teammate. How do you feel about taking on the Americans?
They look like phonies to me.
Phonies?
Yeah. But it doesn't look serious. They don't look serious, you know.
Well, while I'm playing, I'm serious.
The Canadians here don't frighten us at all. I think they're probably overconfident.
Anybody who wants to be a Renaissance man should be able to do all sorts of things.
Sports action tonight takes us to the posh George Washington Hotel in Midtown Manhattan for the second annual World Table Hockey Championship.
This is the second annual World Invitational Table Hockey Tournament, and it started 3 years ago, approximately this week, as a party, to which arrived about 250 people in our 5-room apartment in New York City, and somewhere in the process of the evening, it turned out that most of the people there were sports writers, and specifically hockey writers. Somebody discovered that we had a table hockey game. The game was dragged out, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody won my gravy bowl.
The winning team wins the T.J. Rugg Trophy and $40. The runner-up team wins a new game. The T.J. Rugg Trophy, by the way, is older than the Stanley Cup. It's a samovar that was picked up in a 3rd Avenue antique shop, and we're told that it dates back to the Peloponnesian War. We have a team from Salt Lake City, another one from Minneapolis, another one from Buffalo. We have, of course, 3 from Montreal, Boston team, and we've received a lot of other entries, but like the NHL, we just don't take anybody. You know, you can't get a franchise just like that. We feel somewhat guilty about, if you'll excuse the expression, importing what is basically a Canadian game and playing it in the United States. And we're looking forward next season to having teams from Flin Flon. We expect a team from Flin Flon, Moose Jaw, Crow's Nest Pass, Corner Brook, Newfoundland, and of course such traditional metropoli as Hamilton, Winnipeg, Calgary, Vancouver, and Edmonton.
How about Toronto?
Well, Toronto we take for granted. Toronto has been sort of a holdout this year. I think they were sort of angling for a franchise in '72, and I can't blame them. It's going to be hard to get. Oh, say, can you sing? Oh, Canada.
Our guest analyst tonight is Nick Optomar, who's come down here to represent the Montreal team.
Yes, thank you, Les. We're here. We're really happy to be here to represent Canada and Quebec at this great tournament with a lot of great sportsmen, because we're all sportsmen. We really like this.
And now here's more sports action.
Back behind the net. Shoots it out to Bob's zone. Over on his right wing. Bob, clearing pass, down the ring. Over to Bob's right wing, a shot, right on. Smith stops. Over to Bob's left wing now. Lines up for a shot. Bob now on his right wing. Scores!
It's not exactly the perfect game, but with each year we hope to improve it. And of course there are the usual complaints, should we use plastic men or metal men? And this is a rhetorical question. It will be resolved at Janusz Immel's Ganesh Palace in 2 weeks.
Where's this game made? Where does it come from?
I believe it's made in Montreal.
American companies haven't invaded the...
They have, but we prefer the Canadian product. We find it superior in every way.
Have you had any trouble with injuries this year?
As a matter of fact, just the night before we began play, if you could bring this in here, he cut his finger on
my scoring finger on the lobster.
Yeah.
I wear gloves to avoid the hand injuries, yeah.
No, we're rugged. Sometimes you get a cut finger, and the new ridge, if you'll focus in on the ridge of this game here, can hurt the center man if he's jamming. Hi, Mom. I'm all right. I'll be all right. The goal, the Minnesota team just made it 3-0, and the Surfs, I think, are finished.
Well, that's the Minnesota team because we played them in the last game.
Yeah. The Minnesota team?
The Minnesota team, they defeated us, but they had the better side of the board. See, and this is all that's happened to us in this entire tournament. We came down from Quebec, from Canada, to defend the honor and prestige of our country. And what happened was that essentially that they got the better side of the board, we got the lousy side of the board, and every time there was a face-off, the referee kind of gave it to the other side, and that from now on, we're drinking this entire thing under protest.
I'm drinking right along with you. This is Ira Gittler in the gondola up here in the Pine Room, and it looks like there's 25 seconds to go. The Minnesota team of Lamprey and Parker has it, the game in the van. It's 7-3 against Hop Stampleman of the Suffolk Park. Yes, the Minnesota team has been formidable. They came all the way from the Twin Cities, and they're going to win it. The issue is not in doubt. Lamprey and Parker have won it. Tyme, the champion.
Right now it's time for the 3-star selection. How about it, Nick?
Well, I thought for the first star, I thought this guy did pretty well. He's got holes there, and he's got a good hockey stick.
For the second star,
Jim?